Nolan Wright, a skilled photographer for a major newspaper, and his family are central to the plot. It all starts with a horrific accident in which Nolan's wife is killed and he loses his memories. His memory loss is so bad that he struggles to do even the most basic duties, such as making dinner and picking up his 10-year-old daughter, Ava, from school, because he forgets things frequently. His work has also suffered as a result of his ailment. He is having difficulty maintaining the earlier quality of his images as a photographer and is struggling to obtain work. When he forgets to pick up Ava from school yet again, her teacher threatens him that if he makes the same mistake again, she will be compelled to contact child services. Fearful of losing his daughter and desperate to recall his life, he seeks out Dr. Lillian Brooks, who had previously contacted him to assist him with his dilemma. She has devised a contraption known as the black box that can let someone access their buried memories and, in Nolan's case, help him remember his past. The inhuman presence in Nolan's memories. Dr. Brooks links Nolan to the black box and asks him to choose a secure location, which ends up being his daughter, Ava's room. She then tells him not to open the door to this room because she won't be able to restore his consciousness to his body if he does. He also had to picture a watch on his wrist that would allow him to go from one memory to another or return to consciousness entirely. Dr. Brooks assures him that it is all a figment of his imagination to shelter him from the awful memories of losing his wife and the terrible disaster. However, Nolan remains conflicted. The recollections elicited by the treatment are diametrically opposed to how everyone else describes him. Discovering the truth, he finds the woman from his dreams and is astounded to realize that not only is the apartment very familiar to him, but he also recognizes the woman and the child who live there. So, the next time he uses the black box, he goes in determined to see the memories vividly regardless of what happens. As a result, when the warped thing appears, he fights back. Soon, the hazy faces in his recollections become clear, and he makes an astonishing discovery. The reason he feels so disconnected from Nolan's life and can't seem to remember anything is that he isn't Nolan. He is Dr. Brooks's son, Thomas, who died 2 years ago after tumbling down the stairs outside his apartment. Thomas, startled, awakens and Dr. Brooks tells him the truth. Following his death, she downloaded the EEG data from his brain and was looking for a suitable individual in whom she could implant her son's mind, bringing him back to life. So, when Nolan, who had been severely injured in the car accident that killed his wife, was taken to the hospital and declared brain dead, she saw an opportunity and hauled him into her lab, where she uploaded Thomas's mind into Nolan's body. She explains that he is not amnesic, but that his consciousness was simply adjusting to his new body. Dr. Brooks assures Thomas that he has a second chance to correct the wrongs and return to his family. He agrees and leaves Nolan's daughter at Gary's. When he returns to his apartment and convinces his wife, Miranda, that he is Nolan, he realizes that they have deleted his existence from their lives. He is no longer accepted in their life due to his very abusive personality. He becomes enraged as a result of the revelation, and when he becomes aggressive, his wife knocks him on the head, and the next time he opens his eyes, he finds himself in front of Nolan's daughter, Ava. In his frail state, his subconscious thought guided him to her. But why is that? He flees and sees himself in his car window, looking at the mirror of the thing from his memories rather than himself. Terrified, he seeks the help of his mother, who thinks that his brain is protecting him from his painful memories. She reconnects him to the black box and tells him that killing the thing in his memories is the only way he can acquire complete control. Thomas sets out to do the same, but is surprised to find out that the creature is none other than Nolan himself. This means Nolan was never fully brain dead, but Dr. Brooks, who was tired of waiting for her son to come back to life, nonetheless uploaded Thomas's mind into his brain. Because Nolan's consciousness was weakened as a result of the accident and the resulting trauma, he couldn't fight back and instead remained in the background of Thomas's memories to prevent him from obtaining full control of his brain. Simultaneously, Gary deduces what happened the night a seriously injured Nolan was carried away by Dr. Brooks. He and Ava storm Dr. Brooks's lab, where Thomas, Nolan is linked up to the black box, and demand that she unplug him. Despite learning of Nolan's existence, Thomas continues to beat him until Ava screams for her father. Her sound reminds him of his daughter's screams on the night he died. He was assaulting his wife and when Ashley tried to interfere, he hit her. Miranda shoved him in self-defense to save her, and he fell down the stairs. The memories makes him realize that if he takes Nolan away from Ava, he would be a true monster, and he chooses to walk out the door into the darkness. This leaves Nolan in command of his body. He awakens and performs the secret handshake with Ava, verifying his identity. Dr. Brooks's identity is revealed, her license is revoked, and she is dismissed, while Nolan returns to his life for the first time since the accident. As for Thomas's fate, we previously learned that his memories are kept in a safe place beyond the door. It is also full forgetfulness, from which Dr. Brooks will not be able to return him. It turns out that the black box itself is beyond the door. Thomas sealed himself in the black box by stepping out the door, hoping for eternal punishment for his transgressions. But, as we see at the end of the film, when Dr. Brooks discovers his presence in the box, she is going to try to upload his mind into another, unsuspecting host.